Hi, welcome to Wood Stuff Workshop. Might be only a small workshop, but let me show you around. Okay, it's not a very big workshop. It's only 5 meters long, this sectional part, and it's only 2.5 meters across. I've got a shed built onto the end to take it through even further. So I come through from that end, through the doors, into this sectional garage part. But it's all done on a budget, but it does the job. Okay, let's start along this back wall. So I've got a couple of shelves there, just got bits and bobs on it, vintage Evel Knievel and a few tools. On the next shelf down I've got some boxed up tools. On the lower shelf I've got, that's just some old timber, it's packing timber, it's just there out the way. I've got my swivel chair at the back there. I've got Teenage Ninja Turtle looking after my earmuffs. Just a cheap kind of workmate bench there. Okay, over here is the fire I made, homemade fire out of an old gas canister, gas cylinder. It works great, this does. It just load it up with wood and it burns a treat. So when I'm in here for a long time I like this, and it's all fixed solid. I've got these bars, these are old brackets from an old big satellite dish that hold it. The door, the wooden door's just screwed there, fixed because I never used this door, so I decided to screw it all up and then just take the flue straight out, straight through the door and up, and I've just got metal obviously round where the flue goes through the door. But that works brilliant. When it's cold, just load that up and away it goes, and the workshop soon gets warmed up. Titan bandsaw, just cheap one. Down underneath it is just on a rough bench that I've made, like stand that I've made, and down there is just a grinder, bench grinder. So along here is the window. I've got the window there. So underneath the window I've got my planer, the jointer, and that's on my bench that I made. I've got a YouTube video showing this flip top bench that I made out of pallet wood, and fitted underneath that is the scroll saw. Okay, so here we've got Parkside bench drill. It does the job, and that's just on a wooden base, and I've got all my drill bits inside boxes on the shelves there. Next to this I've got my roller stand, and that is used for the outfeed on the table saw. So that's just if I'm doing anything long. It does the job. And next to that I have a shop vac. So a Parkside wet and dry vacuum cleaner, and that is plumbed up to a cyclone that I made, and then it has this hose coming from it, and all I do is take this to whichever machine I'm using and just plug it onto there, and then move it to the next one that I use. But I also use it just like this, just to clean the floor and clean round and about as well. But works really well. So that just stays there. So when I'm walking around, if you see anything that you think could be improved in a budget way, you know, it's all done on a budget. So if you have any ideas, just let me know down in the comments. But because the wiring, that I need to get and do that sometime. It's a bit all over the place, but when money allows I will slowly upgrade it. So then moving down here, I've got the Einhell table saw. Okay, so it's an Einhell budget table saw that I've got there. It does the job for me. So looking back into the workshop, that's along that side. Looks like that. So I've got the table saw there, and down there is a cyclone that I made, and that works great. It stops the filter blocking up on the extractor. And down here I've got an old Clark compressor. I've had that many years and it's still going. It's amazing that it's still running. A bit of junk along there on the shelves, but I've got my earmuffs on hand there because this table saw is pretty noisy. As I say in my review, I've got a review on YouTube if you want to see how that performs. So that's along there. So we'll move across and onto this side where the bench is. But before I go along there, I'll just show you in here. I have a chop saw, Electra Beckham chop saw, and over this side I've got my SIP table saw. And as well as that, next to there I've got my offcuts of wood. There's maple and bits of oak and such like. Okay, so over this side I've got my workbench. I made this when I put the sectional garage up. I made this bench so it would fold down next to the wall so that I could have space to build furniture. But as you can see, this is jam-packed with rubbish, well, all sorts, and so I don't think it'll ever get to be folded down again. But so under here there's bits of wood, but down here I've got a safe that I use not for keeping money, it's for keeping flammable liquids. And there's another metal bin down there that I also keep flammable stuff in, just to keep it out of the way. Got a small little compressor down under there, and then on here got a Verex belt sander and disc sander that was bought from Aldi. It works pretty good, but I've got it wired, plumbed up to a little little household vacuum cleaner, just to get rid of dust because it makes quite a lot of dust. Along the back of my bench I've got a Clark lathe that hoping soon to get that out and do a bit more turning because it's been quite a few years since I've done some turning. So I've got that at the back. On here I've fitted an engineer's vise. I've just made some jaw covers there just to keep my work safe. It's got rubber on there made of wood, and they've got magnets on there to hold them in place. That works a treat. Along the back here I've got tools in baskets, and I've got some magnetic strips that I keep tools on. If I had space on the wall I'd have a tool board, I'd make a tool board, but I've got no space to fit one, so that's why they're just like that. I've got all my chisels down here, I've got turning chisels and all sorts, so sometime I've got to make some kind of holder to hold the chisels, so I've got them all in one place. And I've just lately, because I will be doing a review on this soon, well, it wasn't just lately, about a month or two ago I bought this from Aldi, and it's a tool sharpener, multifunction sharpener, so hopefully I'm going to be able to use this for the chisels and such like, but I'll be doing a review on that when I'll figure out how easy it is to set it up and get it going, and then I'll do a review. So I've got that sorted out. So over here I've got a Draper bandsaw, little bandsaw. I've had this for many years and it works okay. The only problem is that I found that if I follow the table, I've got it's got a drift on it that I can't seem to get rid of, even if I try setting it up all loads of different ways. So what I had to do was make a false table for it and fit that on, and then just follow the false table, because I can follow the cut line there. That makes things a bit easier. If you're wondering what this is, I'm using that as the microphone, high-tech stuff. It's earphones, earplugs, so I'm using that as the mic for doing this recording, because everything's done on a budget in here. Okay, so next to the Draper bandsaw, I've just got some cupboards. So I've got glass doored cupboard there that I keep, I think I'll get biscuits and not eating biscuits. Got biscuits for joints for my biscuit jointer, and welding rods and such like in there. So down there I've got a mini MIG welder, and there I've got the gas fire. So that was one of the reasons why I had to get this roofing done. I had to buy this insulation to stop condensation, because you get a lot of condensation from gas fire like that. But I use that fire if I'm only in here for a short time, and then I light my my other one, wood burner, if I'm in here for quite a while. So next to the gas fire is just a set of drawers that's just got a load of rubbish in. In the glass cabinet there, I've got all my screws. Keep all the screws in there. The metal cabinets there, I've got all my power tools. So like I said, most of them are cheap budget ones. There is the odd good tool in there, like Bosch router and such like, and then I just chain that up on a night, just locked up on a night. So yeah, it seems a bit cramped, but it's not bad. It's okay for doing small jobs. Thanks for coming around on my little workshop tour. If you liked it, could you give us a thumbs up? That'd be great. And if you could subscribe, if you'd like to see more videos and the things that I get up to in here, that'd be great. You could just click the logo down at the bottom. And thank you very much, and I'll see you again. Take care.